Hello and welcome, my mole people wearing cute bandanas. It's SJB here, and what would you consider to be a projectile? Well, I think most of us can agree that a cannon shooting out some sort of cannonball is a projectile. Dart monkey shooting out a dart is a projectile. Boomerangs, druids shooting out thorns, spike factory shooting out spikes, they're all projectiles. Even banana farms throwing out bananas would be like a projectile. It's something you can see on the screen. Darling guns shooting out laser beams here. It's still a projectile. A little bit more arguable, is fire a projectile? Well, today in this situation, we're going to go with yes, it is. And that leaves us with a few towers left after all of that. Psi shoots out psionic waves to destroy the Bloons. No projectile. Ice towers, most of them, affect in auras around them, which means no projectiles. And interestingly enough, snipers. You can see a muzzle flash, but you can't actually see a projectile. So it is projectile-less. We would assume that there's some sort of bullet here, but we can't for sure say that he's not attacking with also some sort of psionic waves or maybe even an air pulse rifle. We don't know for sure. Therefore, we are allowed to use snipers and anything else with an aura of effect. Do you think of yourself as a nice person, as a generous person? Well, if you're feeling extra generous, click the little settings icon, click the creator support button, and then type in lowercase letters S, J, and B, and hit confirm. Appreciate it so much, and thank you guys so much for the support. So after taking all of that information in, now we have to realize we have to beat the hardest game mode in the game, with a bunch of limitations that are going to be goofy and weird and, of course, very unfun. Well, let's see if we can jump into it. I want to start off with an ice tower, to be honest, over a sniper monkey, but I'm just not sure if it's going to be possible here. It's going to be a little bit of luck required, but we do get pretty lucky there. And heck yeah, man, life is pretty good. We're going to go larger radius here, just going to get things flowing. And actually, ice tower is good. So you guys should note, I spent about 7-8 minutes. I went through like 9 different maps trying to survive with either a sniper or an ice tower. I wanted to try to push myself a little bit and do like a more difficult map. And the only 3 maps that I could either win with either a sniper or an ice tower were Resort, Logs, and Scrapyard. That's it. That was the only 3 maps that you can do a sniper or an ice tower start. And this was the only map that I could get to be an ice tower starter. So there's probably very few, if any, maps in the entire game where you can do a solo ice tower start, and this is one of them, which makes things pretty intriguing. I just kind of need to know that for future challenges and things. Oh, crap, we're getting tight here. We got a blue balloon trying to sneak through. I don't know if we're going to get Psi money in time, and I don't know if this ice tower is going to be enough. We got to try. Just need one more freeze. No. Okay, this really isn't that big of a deal. It just sets us back another round or 2 on getting... I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why I keep calling Psi Etienne, but once I start doing it, I can't stop myself. I don't know why it happens, dude. And that is another reason. I know. I mean, some people get a little too butthurt about me accidentally calling him a he, but they are a they. That being said, once I start calling him Etienne, that's when I start thinking he's a he even more than usual. But I do apologize. I know it takes me a little bit of time to get used to that kind of stuff. Life changes in interesting and weird ways that you don't always recognize. So anyways, we are going to try to get, I think, a pretty high-level ice tower. I think I'm going to rely on Psi to do a lot of my popping power for now, so we're going to go for a deep freeze, I'm going to go for an Arctic wind, and of course we're going to go for a refreeze here. The refreeze is extra specially amazing-tastic, because it basically means we have almost infinite stalling and popping power here, as long as they're not whites or regens. And then we're kind of hoping, in the meantime, that Psi can do all of the additional popping power with all of that. So let's hope for the best. This is kind of weird to watch, just a bunch of white balloons slowly getting popped. Hopefully Psi can keep it going, and he does, but kind of barely. That's a little on the scary side there. You can see black balloons, no big deal at all, bro. We can take those guys down easy. But the white balloons or zebra balloons going to be coming in here. We're going to hope that Psi can just keep on cleaning them up completely. Now, I was thinking about getting an Arctic wind. I was just thinking, slow it down, let Psi do his job. But honestly, now that I really get down and think about that a little bit, I don't think that is the best thing to do. It doesn't give us a lot of popping power. And if we get stuck with any sort of weird rushes coming out against us that I'm kind of not expecting in a usual sense of having to use an ice tower as our main popping power, we could get screwed over really, really fast. But there is a pretty delicious alternative. An alternative that can give us cam detection and a bunch of popping power. But it does limit us in one way. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. All right. No big deal, no big deal. We're going to just do something about this. Let's get a snipe. Let's get a snipe, daddy. Let's get him up to full metal jacket. And let's get that lead popping power flowing. And let Sai kind of clean these guys up. When does Sai get lead popping power, bro? Oh, yeah. Look at that, level frickin' 6, man. We were so close there, but we couldn't make it happen. So it should be noted that as far as all of our towers and abilities are concerned, what I really, really, really want to do is I'm going to have to do some math to make sure that this is going to go all right. Because, for example, I could buy a sub and get him up to a balloon turning reactor and have him just be an aura of effect. But if I accidentally build a sub and I don't buy up to at least submergent support, he's still attacking. He's using projectiles, and we want to use no projectiles all day today. So we have to make sure we have enough money for a balloon turning reactor, which is 27 plus that 32, 37, and about just over $4,000, which means we do have the money for it, but I gotta wait in between the rounds to send this guy out so I don't accidentally shoot out one dart or something like that, because that would just be absolute and utter sadness and chaos altogether. But here we go. It's time. Oh, what? I thought I hit no. Oh, I did press the next round. All right, no big deal, no big deal. I accidentally hit the space bar. Okay, and we're going to build our nuclear reactor. 'Tis time, my friends. All right, we can turn that auto start back on, and hopefully this is going to be the answer to most of our problems. This is a good tower, in a good map, in a good situation. He is going to be clutch for a long time. But I'm still limited in a lot of different ways, especially once I get to long term here. Late game and stuff like that, even if I do end up affording an Energizer. That guy does not do great against Oh My Gods. So I got to figure out a way to stop these Oh My Gods, stop the bad balloon, and do a bunch of damage to those things all at the same time without using a single projectile. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm a little afraid. I don't know how it's going to go down, but I got to hope for the best here. So at this point, honestly, Arctic Wind looks really, really delicious, kind of spicy here. I mean, he's real happy. Arctic Wind's going to be even happier, but I can't do it. I have to switch my strategy a little bit. We got to go for a top path, high tier sniper here. We're going to go for a deadly precision. Eventually, we're going to go for a May Moab. And then, as sad as it is, if I get shrapnel shot, the shrapnel will act as a projectile, and I cannot do that, so I am limited even on my snipers in a lot of weird ways. Doing a projectile-less run is super duper difficult. Every single thing wants to be a projectile. Nijkibi wants you to see what's going on with the game. And to have to deal without that is kind of sad. All right, so we're going to go for the faster and even faster firing. We're going to hope that we can kind of clean through this Moab real quick-like. And then Sai, as delicious as he is, as delicious as they are, popping the ceramics. All right, and we're good for a long time, I think. I think this guy's going to clean it all up. In fact, let's do a middle path to make sure that I got the lead popping power for later, and I think we're good. Okay, I'm realizing something sort of sad that might actually make me restart this entire game. I am this close. This close. From the umbrella to my tip of my finger here. I am this close to restarting this game because I want my Energizer to be in range of Sai so they can get more experience. So, luckily for us, we do have one more chance here to make this happen. We can try to buy a village, try to buy the bigger radius, get this guy not in range of a village. I guess we got to build another village. Okay, no big deal. We're going to buy a village inside of a range of village to get this guy to village range, to get this guy inside of the range of the village. Okay, that was not what I wanted to do, but we made it happen. we made it happen, guys. Oh, wait, I just realized that being inside of the range of the village means nothing because there's two villages right here. I need to be in range of the Energizer, but the Energizer hasn't been activated yet, so I cannot tell for sure whether or not this is in range. Oh, that's really annoying. So we're going to have to wait this out and get this money, and if we even can't afford this guy while surviving, before we can even decide if that works. So that's pretty upsetting, but it's not the end of the world, and even if we do end up getting the Energizer and they're not in range of Sai, I'll probably continue on because it'll be many more rounds than this, and I just feel like I have to keep going at that point. But anyway, either which way, I'm actually really impressed with these two guys right here. A sniper Sai combo is straight up delicious. I'm not going to say it has no weaknesses, but any of the strong balloons get deleted by them, and then we clean up the rest with a nice tower nuclear sub combo. probably the weirdest strategy that I've ever used in my entire life that's actually working, like, very well. But of course, this is a pretty easy map, and this is an excellent Energizer spot. So I don't know if this is going to continue to be as awesome as it is right now, but I'm glad that it's going as awesome as it is, because we're only $7,000 away from our Energizer. I'll be honest and say I almost never build a Deadly Precision, and especially a Deadly Precision with even faster firing, but this guy is specifically very, very good against the Moabs. I mean, he's really my only Moab popping power right now. This guy does nothing, Psy does nothing, and the Energizer is really not doing much damage at all to the Moabs. But here we go. It's finally time. Energizer! Did we get in range? We did! Oh, I gotta give myself a little seal clap for that. Alright, I probably didn't even need to build the second village here. That's just a big waste of 1,300 bucks. Hey, what are you gonna do, man? Hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt in the long term. Either which way, still relying on this guy from a Moab popping power. I think once we get to a main Moab, hopefully it'll be a little bit better. But still probably not enough for us long term. So I'm going to need to get some more Moab popping power, but I don't know from what yet. Okay, here's round 63. You can see the Energizer really going into action. Look at these ceramics. There's going to be quite a few of them getting to my nuclear sub, but they get deleted from here to here. It's kind of absurd. Now that we have this village, though, I'm going to buy the jungle drums as well, but I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the primary training and stuff. We're going to see how much money we have later on, and if I get enough good high-level ice towers to make that all happen. And it looks like it's finally time. We need a main Moab. The Moabs are starting to get a little more painful for us. I need more Moab popping power, and I need it kind of quick. So let's see if there's anything else that we can think of that'll get us that good, delicious Moab popping power. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not sure that this is the correct answer for sure, but I decided to go for a second main Moab sniper because Moabs are starting to become a pretty big deal for us. Don't forget, without having shrapnel shot, I don't affect multiple Moabs at once, so we're individually attacking each one of these Moabs with each one of these shots. In addition, my kind of minor problem, I guess, at this point, but might become bigger later on, is that I do have these guys on strong, which always means we're attacking the biggest Bloon. But sometimes a BFB comes out, and then a bunch of Moabs come out kind of in front of them, and then we spend our time attacking the BFB rather than attacking the Moabs. If they decided to randomly get away from all of this area right here, by the time they wrap around, it could be pretty deadly for us. So far, again, that has not been a huge issue because the Energizer has still been doing a pretty great job. But in the future, I don't know if that's going to keep up for us. I know I'm being negative right now, but dang, this is a really weird challenge. And I don't see. Look at this: bunch of BFBs, bunch of Moabs. We got to switch this guy to first. Seems to be doing a pretty good job being on first. I think I have to leave one on each, one on strong, one on first. That might actually be okay, but it will limit my popping power a little bit in some situations. But in other ways, it might help me out quite a bit. So I guess we're just gonna have to mix it up. 75 though, a decently difficult round, but that looked really bad. Like, I did not like that at all, and I don't even know what I want to get next. I was thinking about it, and as far as projectiles go, ice shards, razor sharp shards fly out when frozen Bloons pop. So this is the interesting thing. This tower is not shooting out shards. It's freezing the Bloons, and the Bloons explode out shards. So is that a projectile that I'm shooting? I mean, it's technically a projectile on the screen, but is it one that I'm shooting? I don't know the answer to that question, at least not yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna wait. If I can go without a top path, I will. But if I have to build a top path to survive, I'm going to say that I feel comfortable in saying that I am not shooting out those projectiles. Projectiles are just existing because of something that I'm doing. And that seems okay, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Kind of leaving it as a cop-out, you know? Like if I wanted to like do like a mild bit of cheating, like maybe just a smidge, not a lot of cheating, just a smidge of cheating. I'm gonna leave it open to myself, all right? It depends on how poop-tastic the rest of this game goes, and I'm really hoping there's not a lot of poop. Hope that there's not like a big group of campers all going out, just sharing a bucket or something like that, and all of a sudden they realize that somebody put a firecracker, or maybe even something a little bit bigger, M80, maybe even like a quarter stick, a half stick of dynamite inside of their poop bucket. That's no good, bro. That's no good, because when that thing goes kablooey, poop's going everywhere. All right, this isn't talking about poop hitting the fan or anything like that. This is talk about poop going into frickin' space at this point. All right, that's how brutal that's going to be. But either which way, we hope that that doesn't happen. We're hoping that none of that M80 action, poop bucket stuff is going on at all. And we're hoping instead that life just kind of works out in our favor. Should be noted that Sai is already level 13. I think they might reach level 20. I'm not going to guarantee, but I think it's 50% extra experience. So like 150% of your total experience. If we're already reaching level 16 or 17 by the end of the game, having like 40 rounds with an Energizer sub is probably going to get us to level 20. And if that's the case, we can pop pretty much everything. This guy can pop DDTs and Zomagods with his just regular attack. It's kind of absurd. And don't forget that we have not been able to use, or had to use, either of their abilities just yet. See, it's difficult, man. I do feel bad. You know, sometimes you got to cut people a break. I don't know if there's a lot of you guys out there that are trans or go by different pronouns, but it's tough for me, man. Usually if I see somebody who looks even remotely guyish, I say it's a he. And honestly, when there's things that are even not remotely guyish, I think it's because I'm a man. I just assume that they're a guy. Like this ice tower. I mean, what the heck is it? A guy, a girl, something in between? I don't know, but it's a guy to me. You know, I just kind of relate it to myself in some way. So I'm sorry if I offend anybody by doing that stuff. I really don't mean to do it. But I try my best. That's all I can really say. I try my best, and I still kind of suck. All right, look at this problematic problem right here. Round 81. This is the first free play set, and we're already struggling against ceramics, and we are going to lose if we don't spend our money. Okay, this isn't my favorite thing to do, but I think this might be good enough. We're going to go for a snowstorm. All right, first of all, whenever those ceramics kind of get near the Energizer sub, slow down, giving me more time to pop this stuff. In addition, we have this ability over here. It's not great against Moabs and stuff like that, but it's a smidge of something. All right, and that might be all you need. In addition, I did not use any of Sai's abilities at all, so that should also help us out, but I have to be sort of careful on how I use those things, because of course, we're going to need them pretty much every single round at this point, right? And I still don't even know what I'm really saving up for. I think I want to cripple Moab. I think that's probably my best bet, but I cannot guarantee that for sure. So here we go. I go for Sai's first ability, kind of stunning the Moabs just a little bit. We're going to go for an Ice Tower slowdown. Again, it doesn't last very long, but at least it's something. Maybe if I do it, if going for an absolute zero, that could be something. More Moabs trying to sneak through. Sai doing a great job of popping those Bloons, and that went way better than last time. Even just two abilities, man, seems to make a big difference. And that doesn't include the screen. I think the big difference for us, though, is finally we're going to be able to pop BFBs, which allows targeting and destruction of Moabs. Ooh, that's a good one for us. We don't have that yet, bro. I thought we had a little bit of Moab popping power. But no, not yet, not yet. All right, we're going to go for that full-on Scream. It's kind of early, I suppose. We're going to go for the Freeze as well. Oh, boy. Lots of Moabs here. Once we can get rid of these Moabs, though, like I said, the snipers getting back into BFB destruction action is probably going to be absolutely delicious. And this Ice Tower ability actually comes back very, very quickly. Okay, I can deal. Again, money-wise. Absolute Zero versus Cripple Moab. I don't know. It's tough to even think about that kind of stuff, but I think I gotta go Cripple. I think I gotta try. It's pretty powerful. Allows my other towers to do more damage. All right, we're gonna move everybody to Strong. Sai did make it to level 14. That's a big chunk of experience right there, dude. That's amazing. All right, now things are going so much better. All right, I love to see it. 83 went down easy breezy. Easy breezy. Do you want anything to go down easy breezy, though? I mean, if you had a house or something like that, and all of a sudden you're like, well, it could maybe survive a breeze. I don't know if I'd really like that. You know, I feel like the big bad wolf could come at any point, just destroy my life with one swoop of breath. Any which way, the Scream did fantastic against these Moabs. We got enough money for the Cripple Moab. I'm just going to review my thoughts really, really quickly. Sub. Yeah, I don't really have much else to build. Not much stuff has an aura of effect. Only thing I could build is the top path Ice Tower or a middle path Ice Tower. But knowing that Cripple Moab is here, I'm going to go for it. Now, I do have the other option of other snipers. I could go Elite Sniper. Ooh, I don't think I can. Bouncing Bullet. That's probably a projectile. But Elite Defender with large caliber is probably possible. Ooh, I think my next thing has got to be Absolute Zero, bro. I think it's got to be. We got both these guys on Strong now. Sai should be able to pop BFBs pretty soon, too. Level 16, that's only like 2 rounds away, man. That's going to be a big difference for us. Currently, though, we are popping 2 Oh My Gods off the screen. You can't see them yet, but now they're slowly coming out as BFBs here. This is a kind of time-consuming way to pop the Bloons, though. I mean, a lot of slowdowns here. They're trying to do their best, but it just takes time. Any which way, we're going to wait a few more rounds here and see if anything crappy happens, and I'll let you guys know what's up. All right, here's 4 Oh My Gods, turning into 16 BFBs. Kind of ridiculous. We're going to go for our stun first. I'm going to go for the freeze second. And I believe I will have to do the scream as well, because there is a lot of Bloons here, man. A lot of Bloons. And we scream through a lot of them. And we do eventually take them down. Delicious, delicious. All right, let's see. What's the next big thing for us? Oh, man, I'm going to just spend the money here. I want to be able to pop BFBs. I'm going to leave him on strong, too. Leave them on strong, too, and let them do their job. See how tough it is, man? Oh, my God. I'm, like, honestly trying. All right, I probably just could never use Sai ever again, because I'll never not make the mistake. It's just a problem with me. All right, we got Oh My Gods, too, but those guys going down real nice and quick-like. And now this is leaving, weirdly, some Moabs. That's weird that they attacked the Moabs instead of the BFBs, though. But I'm glad that they did, because it got pretty far. Alright, so this is weirdly chaos right now. This is not a way that I'm used to playing the game. I honestly don't understand how good we're doing. I feel like we could die at any second. Like, look at this. I could easily die to all these Moabs. But maybe we'll just pop them all. Put Sai on first. And do a quick stun a run a ding-dong. There we go. Stun a run a ding-dong. Let's do a quick freeze. And then I guess I'm just going to scream, too, because I don't really know what the heck's going on. Alright, looks like we caused some chaos, I guess. Hopefully that's enough for us. A few more mobs trying to sneak through. I think those are from the BFBs, though. I think. Is it going to turn? It did. It turned. Okay. I couldn't tell for sure if those were the old Moabs just randomly going straight and just going to kill me. You know, you just don't know sometimes. Alright, round 90! How are we going to do against DDTs? I have no idea. Once we decamble wise, goes very, very well. But round 95 is going to be a little bit more painful than this. That was a lot of stunning power on those DDTs, but once I get to the point where I've got like 20 DDTs on the screen at the same time, that is not going to be quite so easily taken down. And don't forget that Sai cannot do any DDT popping power at all until you reach level 20 DDTs. That should be like level 18 in my opinion, but hey, what are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? Basically makes it so you cannot do anything at all with Sai against DDTs. 0 popping power on DDTs until level 20. It's weird and crazy and sucktastic. All right, at least we reached level 17 now. 3 different Bloons at once. That's 3 different Moabs. That's pretty cool. I'll take me some of that action. All right, there's a crap ton of Moabs here. We're gonna go for a quick slowdown. I'm probably gonna scream them too. Yes. Let's go for a scream. Don't know exactly what that does, but it pops a lot of things and stuns a lot of things and causes some chaos, so I'm good with all of that action. Alright, so we do have the ability to afford the absolute 0 at this point, but I'm not sure that that is the best bet for us anymore. Let's stun these guys, because these guys are about to kill us. Oh, I think we killed them all. Hopefully. Yes, we did. Oh my god. Yo, yeah, literally any round can kill us at this point in the 90s. And if we're struggling on 92, 94 is going to be that much more difficult. 96 is going to be even more difficult than that. And then 98 is going to be absolutely brutal to our faces. They're going to be slapping us all over the place, man. With big chunks of ham and whatever the heck else they want. Just slamming us with them ham bones. All right. What do we get for level 18? That's nothing. That's terrible. I don't care about any of that. I really need level 20. We're not even close, but we could spend a lot of money to upgrade stuff. What does Sai get for level 19? Destructive Resonance is much more destructive. Okay, I mean, I guess that helps us out a little bit, but not a whole bunch. All right, so here's round 93. This is a good test to see what's gonna be like for round 95. We do get a decent amount of stunning power here, but you can tell that it takes too long to pop these DDTs. Too long to pop these DDTs. All right, here's round 94. It's pretty much chaos at this point. I'm gonna move Sai to first. And I gotta use some screaming, stunning deliciousness action here, very quick like. We're gonna go for some stunning power. All right, we're popping some things into Moabs now. It's kind of not good. I'm gonna leave them on first. Hope they'll pop some of these Moabs. It's weird that they're attacking kind of random Moabs almost. It wasn't always the first ones. And then we're gonna have to do some sort of scream in action. All right, let's scream. We scream pretty good. We knock a bunch of them back. That's not gonna be enough. We're gonna have to freeze as well. I can't tell if these guys are about to sneak through or not, but I'm gonna spam this button. All right, we press that ability as well. Every ability has been used for 94. I've got $30,000 saved up right now, and I still have not figured out what I want to do with that yet. I think I got to go for the top path ice tower, though. I think it's pretty much a necessity. I think there's two options for me. I can either spam a crap ton of 402 snipers, or I could swap directly into that ice tower and hope that he's magically going to do a lot of damage to DDTs and stuff. And that's why I'm going to wait until round 95 before I buy him, because I'm kind of hoping that if I do make a mistake and that screws me over, I can make some changes and restart and redo round 95 and hopefully win. All right, we got a lot of crap going on here. Again, we're going to go for our Scream here. The Scream throws some Bloons into utter chaos. Got a lot of money here. We're going to have to go for our second ability, and now I have nothing for round 95, though. The good news is round 95 does give you a good amount of time before it starts to make anything happen. And, of course, that means we can buy our Super Brittle with very, very little money left. Boo, whoop. Okay, we're going to go Super Brittle, and we're going to go... Oh, man, all right. I think I'm going to go for the Enhanced Freeze. Somebody told me at some point that I should never do Enhanced Freeze, but I never understood why with the Super Riddle. So I'm just going to go for it anyways, because that's what I would want to use. All right, so this guy is doing some pops, but not a bunch. We can get kind of a decent amount of DDTs kind of lined up over here, and then we can use our first ability to kind of stun them all in place. The Psionic Scream, I don't know if it does anything, but we're going to freeze again to keep everything kind of in the way of our Energizer and let the Energizer do most of the work, evidently. All right, we Scream against a lot of the Moabs here. DDTs are still trying to sneak through the back of our defense. There's going to be a few of them getting pretty far over here. Most of them are getting popped by the snipers, though. There's some Ceramics trying to sneak through in the front over here, but the snipers are still doing a pretty good job because there's only a couple DDTs left. And it looks like... I can't tell exactly what's going on, but I think we pop all those Ceramics. And we take it down. All right, so there's no going back now. We officially have a Super Riddle. There's no going back. We're going to hope that Super Riddle is going to be really, really good against these Moabs and regular Bloons. Of course, there's no guarantees of that. All right, so we're going to go for a stun already on round 96. The stun is doing a pretty good job. We're going to freeze him in place as well. See if we can get more stuff lined up before we Scream. All right, looks like we might not need to Scream yet. That was pretty good, pretty good. All right, go for another freeze. I basically need to use that freeze every single time I get it. And actually, dang, we're doing pretty good. We still got to Scream, though. All right, with the Scream, we take down all of them as well. We got a few more Zoma gods to deal with, and those guys should not be too bad for us. All right, so we got some money. What are we going to do with it all? Snipers. That's all we can do. We're going to try to put them in range of anything that'll actually help us out. So if I can fit them inside of this village range, I'm going to do it. Of course, we're going to put them on strong, and we're going to go for even faster firing. These guys are very expensive, though. Don't underestimate the expensiveness of 1,600 plus 3,000 plus 5,000. It gets pricey, bro. It gets pricey. I already tried no abilities here to see if we can take it all down without. It's going good enough, I think. It's going to be a slow process, but yeah, we do. All right, round 97 should actually be pretty easy. I am not afraid of round 97. It's just going to take a long time, so we'll see you guys at the end. I just thought this was kind of interesting. Sai is very close to level 19. Might reach level 19 on this next round. Let's see. I think they're going to be like over here somewhere. Let's see what happens. 97. Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh my god, that's a perfect prediction. Chris, it's like you played this game before or something like that. All right, but we did not reach level 19. We're only $3,000 away, so if we want... Oh, a couple $100 away. Oh my god, less than $100 away. If we really wanted to buy this next upgrade, we could. To get Destructive Resonance to be more powerful. Easily affordable if we want it to be. In fact, you know what? Why not? Let's do it. It's just, maybe I should have done that. I don't know. I'm a little afraid of round 100. The bad balloon. We might actually need to rely on things going around here and coming back before we destroy them all. I don't really like that idea, but it really might be down to it. All right, Ice Tower to start ourselves off. Go for a nice little stun action over here. We want to get to Moabs before we try to use this Scream, if at all possible. But, of course, that's not always guaranteed. We've got a lot of things getting insta-killed here. A lot of these BFBs are actually getting destroyed. But they are reinforced, so I think that means they take a little bit longer to destroy than usual. Another stun. Another freeze. Slow it down. Make it happen, make it happen. I probably could have got away with 2 screams here. I'm not sure if I should save it for around 99, though. Let's go for a fairly early scream, and hopefully we can get it back for around 99 if we need it. All right, but I think 99 shouldn't be too bad because the snipers are actually going to be pretty effective against those DDTs. 95 is actually worse than 95 because of the fact that we have so many DDTs coming out against us. All right, we're going to switch side to first. Oh, he's always been on. They've always been on first. Another freeze. Slow it down. Slow it down. We're going to go for a scream here because there's some ceramics randomly over here. Hopefully Ice Tower's still doing its job. I can't tell. I think they're gone. Hopefully. I got another scream here, but I really don't want to use it. I got to be careful. Are Bloons getting over here or not? Come on, come on, come on. We're popping those things. Energizer's doing its job. Yes. Kind of. It's a little scary here. It's a very slow process. I don't like round 98, dude. I don't like round 98. But it looks like... Oh, look at that crap. Zebras would have freaking killed us, man. How awful would that have been? Absolutely brutal. Yeah, I really don't know what to tell you guys, besides that this Psionic Scream is actually ridiculously good against reinforced BFBs, so I used the crap out of it. And it went super well. That's all I can really say. I feel like I could use the Sonic Scream again, but I'm going to try to save it for around 99. Hopefully we'll have all 3 abilities ready to go here. This is a lot of Bloons still to deal with, though, but I still got another full wraparound. We can use the Ice Tower. That's not too bad. Come back pretty quickly. A bunch of ceramics still trying to sneak through. I do have an extra sniper here. I'm going to try to save the money, though, to build something kind of on the fly if I need to on round 99. I don't know what I'm going to need. I don't know if I'm going to need more bad popping power or what. So I'm going to just upgrade it just because I can for now. And it looks like we're going to go for some stuns. So let's stun like this, and then stun like this. And that should be more than enough to take this all down. In fact, let's scream as well, get rid of all the Moabs. Won't get rid of DDTs. Sai will not be reaching level 20 today. That might be another way to have done this, though. I mean... Let's see, how close were we? Oh, yeah. Probably could have afforded it. I don't know if that matters for us, but we probably could have afforded it. All right, now we're going to hope that this guy is just going to be clutch for us. Do mega bad damage. It's going pretty well so far. This doesn't really do anything at this point, so we're just going to kind of not use that. Not squander it. Like I said, though, this might be one of those, like, fight against the grain at the very last seconds kind of situations. All right. Bad balloon. Taking a long time to pop. Very, very long time to pop. All right, so we do that. Actually, I can freeze in range over here. I can go for a quick stun. Oh, my God. It's beautiful. I think we're going to do it, man. I think we're going to do it. All we got to do is pop this Oh My God layer, and I'm going to scream, and that should be it. Wait for that. Scream it up. Freeze it up. Stun it up. And beautiful. We have done it. Projectiles Chimps has been completed. And look how angry this Ice Tower is. It reminds me of myself while dealing with this ridiculous challenge. Very, very angrified. All right. If you guys enjoyed, please press that like button. Please subscribe. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.